We got a completely new weapon type with the Wrath of the Druids DLC for Valhalla, the Sickle swords. We of course know them from Origins, but they play completely different in this game, and we can of course rock two of them at the same time. So in this video I will tell you everything you need to know about this new sword-like weapon, some cool things you can do with them, and how to find them of course. If you like that, then a like on the video would really help me out. And let's go. In my previous video, I already showed you the location for the two sickles in the game right now. Totally check out that video with some other secrets as well. But for if you missed it and want to know the sickle locations, you find the ceremonial sickle over here on the map in Connacht in a druid's camp. You can just immediately go here to get the weapon from the chest, or you can just follow the main story and then at one point you will get to this camp as well and can loot the chest then. The second sickle in the DLC is a reward from killing the new alpha animal. I will once again not spoil the animal, but you can find it over here on the map. It was power level 469 for me, but it seemed to depend on your current power level. It will always be higher than your current power level, but not impossible to kill if you still are low. So yeah, totally take it out for the bone sickle, and yes, these are the only two sickles in the game right now. So if you want to dual wield this new weapon type, you have to use these two. They look different when inspecting them with the photo mode, but in your inventory they have the same icon, which is kind of strange. Also, yes, this weapon type is exclusive to the Wrath of the Druids DLC right now. Like, there's no other way to get these swords without having the expansion. But when that changes and when we learn more about how we can get new sickles, I'll of course let you know here on the channel. You get both weapons on the bronze quality, by the way, so you have to upgrade them at the blacksmith. I just do all my business in Dublin now, no need to go back to the settlement. The ceremonial sickle has extra speed after a hit, which is great because speed is of course pretty helpful in Valhalla, and the sickles are already really fast. I also put speed runes on the weapon, like any other weapon, and the bone sickle has 30 extra attack when this weapon is poisoned. So that's basically the perk from the Surtur sword for fire, but now with poison. But yeah, just like with that weapon, you will not really notice the extra attack buff. Here you see me hit a bandit without the poison on the weapon, dealing 31, 36, 37 and 41 as a crit. Then the same enemy a little later on with poison on the blade, I do 40, 36, 45. Sure, a bit higher, but it's not that impactful to really say, hey, only use poison. Fire is actually still better in the end, because it also adds extra damage to your weapon, and enemies will of course catch fire real fast. And then they take a lot of damage over time and are just unable to do anything back because they are stunned by the effect, especially nice against high health targets. And of course with poison you have these poison clouds everywhere, making it harder to see. You can very easily set enemies on fire with the left-hand attack of the sickle. Like, this is the highlight of the weapon by far. It's already great with one sickle, but even better when you walk around with two. There is a huge issue right now though when using one sickle, then the finishers just do not look great in terms of animation. You see Eivor do something weird in the air while the enemy is dead. It's pretty awkward, and this happens each time you use one sickle, even when using it with another weapon type, so I really hope they fix that. While dual wielding sickles, there is no issue, although the new finisher camera feature doesn't work, so you will always zoom in when taking out the enemies, especially that animation when you take out enemies from the back will happen a lot if you use the left hand attack, so I would love the zoom out feature for that. And really, you can just play around with this left-hand attack from the sickle and be fine. I use the smoke arrow ability, for example, and maybe put some fire on the weapon, which not necessary, but of course deals way more damage. And then you just do the left-hand attack on these stunned enemies, instantly killing them. And I will, by the way, go way more in depth on the brand new abilities very soon, because they have some cool hidden features and are very, very powerful. The right-hand attacks with the sickle are less powerful, although upgrading your sickle in the inventory really helps increasing that damage. Either way, you can still do some fun things with these right-hand attacks. The heavy attack can break wooden shields from weaker enemies, and it will also open up the defense from enemies with more advanced light shields. The light attack combo is quite long if you just do the light attacks, Like, it goes on for quite a while. So what you can better do is first the light attack combo, and then after the rapid slashes, follow up with a heavy attack instead to finish the combo. So then you do like 2 of these slices instead. Really, really powerful. A really fun thing you can do with the sickle is throwing enemies against each other. Maybe I already had this occur, but you can actually like really focus on this by making sure that an enemy is low health. So will die from your next light attack or heavy attack. If you then engage and hit the enemy with a light or heavy attack, then instead of like throwing them on the ground, you will actually grab this target and throw them to other enemies. And this target can also be on fire too, so then you're basically like swinging this fire corpse to other enemies. It's such a cool way to use the enemies to your advantage. And as you focus on their health a bit more to see who you can throw next, I really, really like it. I do think you can only throw the enemy if there are other enemies in the area as well, so keep that in mind. Another really cool move is the sprint attack you can do with this weapon. You of course have to unlock the skill for this first, but this lets you slide, turn around, and then slash the enemy. I really love this animation, and you can just do it to poke the enemies. Also nice to have fire on your weapon for this, so it's fun to play around with it. And the sickles are really something Valhalla needed for me to make the combat more exciting. I also want to check out different weapon combos, although I hope they fix the animation for one sickle first. Like, overall, I think that just having the sickle in the left hand is really a great option for every weapon. But again, more on that in a future video. Of course, let me know your take on the sickles and your tactics in the comments down below. Subscribe for way more Valhalla videos. Again, I will go way more in depth on these abilities very soon. And we'll reach out to Ubisoft about the Basim outfit. So when I know more about that, I will let you know here. A like on this video would of course really help me out. And don't check out my previous video on all the armor sets in the Wrath of the Druids DLC. You can watch that one by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our photo mode showcase. You can of course send in your shots to the ValhallaRaptor hashtag on Twitter, or my dedicated pictures channel on the Discord. And you can join the Discord via the link in the pinned comment. Once you are in the Discord, accept the rules, and then you are able to post. Okay, Joyce, come in. We finally got some Druid DLC pictures, so let's go over them right now.
Yes, what's up everyone? First up is Kazran Pirate over on Twitter, who's taking the new Mount Gypsy for a ride through the beautiful Ireland landscape. I love the shadow from the trees here that falls over the two, and the flowers in the ground to give it a little bit more color. And of course you can get this mount at the stables for silver.
Yeah, but you should totally get that other mount, that black red mount. You see footage of it right here. That's my favorite. That's my favorite of the DLC.
Up next, we've got Christian Borak, also on Twitter, with this amazing action shot of Eivor finishing off a werewolf at a Children of Danu ritual site. The quality is very well done, that I actually had to look up if it wasn't an official screenshot Ubisoft had taken. So the way everything is positioned is very cool.
Yeah, I don't think they will, like, cut someone's head off for official pictures, but
fair enough.
it does look very, very cool. I can't wait to see more werewolf takedown shots, because with the takedown for the werewolf, like the finisher, you can make some awesome pictures for sure.
And finally, we've got Edit Bay, who brought the swordfish sword to a fight. Looking at the composition here, the soldier never expected something fishy like this. And now I can really see how tall the sword is. I mean, it's ridiculous, but very funny.
Yeah, I still need to get it. I still need to 30 hours, set it apart, and grind this fish. But yeah, keep more Druids pictures coming as well. Subscribe for way more Valhalla content. And don't check out our previous video by clicking on the screen. For now, we will speak to you next time, and goodbye.
Goodbye.